What is going on, guys and gals? Let's get this going. I'm not live anymore. I'm live now. Make sure my quality's good here. Make sure you guys don't see my McDonald's. There we go. What's going on, guys? How we doing tonight? Min. Oh, sorry, you're probably getting the feedback. Watching the stream, making sure everything's good to go. Who's all in here? Sound off. Tommy, my guy. How's it going, Tommy? Hope you're doing well tonight, brother. Pleasure to see you, Tommy. How's your day been going? How's the weekend? How's the business? What's up, Ray? Ray's got the truck. Ray's on the road. That's awesome, brother. How's the truck going for you? Ray, we're actually looking at a F550 right now to buy. It's in northern Utah. It's an XL. It's 2019. Has a flatbed on it. Pretty nice. I think they're asking like $49,000 for it. Has about 7,000 miles on it. So I'm talking about Tommy, getting the LLC out, the bank account. So let's go. Let's go. Did you guys watch Holly Cash's live stream tonight with Load Miser? Oh, guys, I want to let you know, we actually just hit monetization. We are monetized now, so there's something cool called, you got super stickers and super chat. So if you guys want to tip the live stream at all, if you like the answers I give to the question, you want to send me a couple bucks or whatever, you obviously don't have to, but it'll highlight your message there for an amount of time, and then it'll also, be able to way to help me out. So there is that option. It's right next to the emoji button. It's like a dollar bill sign. So click on it, check it out, whatever. Yeah, no, Ray, they do really well on gas mileage when you're not pulling anything, or diesel mileage, fuel gallons per mile. We get, I think as like a non-CDL setup with our F350, loaded depending on the load, right? It really depends on the load a lot. Like, if it's like tall and it's catching a lot of catching a lot of wind, we might get like 7 miles to the gallon, maybe a little less. But if it's not that tall and it's sitting pretty good on the trailer, usually at 9.5, 10, we're about at. But we're never going over 8,000, 9,000 pounds on the trailer, right? Yeah, but 13.3 is not bad at all. I bet you're super hyped to finally have the truck, Ray. What is this? Jerome Drones. Jerome Jones, the man, the myth, the legend. How we doing, brother? Pleasure to see you, man. Thanks for being here with us. Well, man, it's been a quality week. A little harder on Jared, though. We did have a good amount of bad luck with Jared, but it happens. But we did give him a load back. He's on his way to Salt Lake, paying like $1.30 a mile. But I mean, gets him home to be with his wife for Valentine's Day, and then Monday we're gonna go really hard, so hard. And then, actually, Luis just made it to Salt Lake today. He's heading up to Washington to drop off on Monday. He's got $3,400 on the trailer, so that's gonna be super awesome to be able to get that coming in through our factoring company. And yeah, we're looking good, guys. Just doing more every day, you know, and growing every day. We got Ray getting ready to go. We're looking at possibly buying another truck right now. Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Everybody who's in here. We're looking at possibly buying another truck right now to get another setup going, and we're hyped. Grunt Performance says, hey, ooh, what's up, Grunt? JD, what's up, buddy? How we doing, dog? I saw your message, my guy. You sent me a message on Patreon, right? If you guys don't know, I do have a Patreon. Some people are on it. Yeah, Jared's getting hit by some snow right now, but luckily it's pretty dry. It's not too wet. My gasser truck gets 7 miles per gallon with pulling a 30. That's not bad, man. 7 miles a gallon? Not bad. Hope your drivers are safe. Yeah, they're doing pretty good up there. But Grunt asked a question. Grunt, you're asking about the low boy trailer, right? One thing I have a problem with low boys is like, because a lot of times you don't know where you're hauling, right? So if you're going to try and do like Hotshot trucking total loads, right? Like TLs, 40-foot loads. You know, if it's like long, you know, you're gonna have to load it on top of those rails, you know. And I'd much rather not have that in the back of my mind, always having to be worried about that. So I like just the flat deck, not the low boy, just good to go right there, you know. And plus, you don't need that to be any lower, you know. I don't want it to scrape on the ground as much as it already does, you know. What do I think about their live tonight? I liked it. I thought they touched on a lot of good, a lot of good stuff. I think they dwelled on the bad a little too much. I think. But besides that, they did well. Oh, it was funny though. When I heard they were going live together, I was like, this was my idea all along. I'm the one who started the podcast. But it's good. I like to see it. I like when there's a lot more community between us, you know, as these people who talk about Hotshot on YouTube. Which, I mean, I don't even consider myself a Hotshot YouTuber yet. Like, my channel's nothing, you know, it's just... And I mean, it's not nothing, because obviously you guys are here, and you guys are awesome, and I have, for being as small as the channel is, I have a really good group of guys around me that always support me, and I love you guys a ton. I thank you guys for supporting me. But you know, I definitely do not put myself anywhere close to the level of like hauling cash with experience or with information or with anything like my channel or with Load Miser either. You know, my channel is mostly just to help people just starting up because I'm just starting up, you know. And yeah, it's just life. I have to do multiple loans at one time to get the money I need, but it'll be around 30 to 50K hopefully. I mean, man, if you can make it happen, Grunt, go for it, brother. You know, just make sure you're keeping your expenses as low as possible. I mean, obviously you're gonna have higher overhead when you start up, but just make sure you can bundle those numbers, you realize the numbers, you don't get in over your head too quick, and just make that money, bro. Whenever anybody hates on my channel, like if they're just like saying some blatant stuff that's like not true, I just comment my phone number and say call me. And I had this guy, he was like bashing my videos like 3 or 4 times. And so every time he commented, I put, hey, give me a phone call. And then I went on his channel. I was like, hey, give me a phone call. We talked on the phone for like 30 minutes. And on the phone, he was like the nicest guy ever. He was the nicest guy ever. And he's like, yeah, man, you really tell it how it is. Like, I never even called him out for the stuff he said on the channel, right? I didn't say anything. It's like a waste of time. But it was just really funny. He was like the nicest guy ever. And then he's like talking mad crap on me. It was funny. It was a good time. But anytime someone says anything out of pocket, I tell them no. Like, give me a call. We'll talk. Like, I don't have any problem with it, man. If you got something to say, bro, let's talk about it. Like, if you think I need to change, let's talk about it. Like, talk to me directly to my face, you know? Like, let's do it. Like, I'm totally down for it any time of the day. I'm the nicest guy ever. How many subs did you need to get monetized on YouTube? So, you need 1,000 subscribers, but what's harder is getting 4,000 watch hours, okay? So, you have to have over 4,000, basically 4,000 hours of people viewing your videos. So, I mean, I hit 1,000 subscribers probably, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, but I didn't hit 4,000 watch hours till like 3 days ago. It has to be within a year, right? So if you made a lot of videos back in the day, but you stopped doing it for a year, like it's gonna reset the clock. But yeah, people want to talk, we can talk. I got no problem with it, man. You got something to say, let's talk about it. Like, I don't know everything, man. If somebody wants to teach me something, I'm open ears. The reason I have the podcast, guys, is for you guys, but mostly for me, because I want to have quality conversations. Like, I make the questions, and I make questions that I generally want to know the answer to, you know? And that's just how I am. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, CVM. So it means like collectively, right? So let's say a video is 6 minutes long, and it has 1,000 views. Now, if those 1,000 people watched, if those 1,000 people watched all 6 minutes of that video, you know, that's 6,000 minutes of watch time, right? Which equals 600 hours of watch time, right? But a lot of viewers don't watch the whole video, right? They watch a minute or something. So you could have 1,500 views on a video, but only have like 400 watch hours from that video. But I mean, it took me probably 35 videos to get to 4,000 watch hours. But now I have to be more worried about like copyright, because I would get copyright, not strikes, but I get copyright on my live stream because I like playing music in the background. That's like copyright. And so if I do that, it won't monetize the live stream, you know. That's not bad, ground. I mean, as long as the biggest thing, man, is if you're gonna invest $11,000 in a truck, make sure that truck is like dependable, right? Because I'd hate for you to buy a truck for $11,000 and it breaks down in a month, you know. Because you gotta think, you know. You see some of these Fords out there. Like I have a friend who has a Ford. I think it's a 6.0. I'm not really sure. I think it's a 6.0. It's an older one. It's like a 2005. I don't know what diesel engine they put in the 2005s. Let me know. But it has like 250,000 miles on it, and it's like deleted and everything. And he's telling me he's like, yeah, this truck runs so good, like blah blah. I put so much into it and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, man, like it might run good, like it's ran good its whole life. But are you ready? Could that truck handle the amount of miles you're gonna put on the truck in tow haul mode, like hauling freight behind it all the time, you know? And the answer is probably not. Yeah, you're a mechanic, you got it, bro. But I mean, even if you're a mechanic and you blow your transmission, like that still costs money, right? But if you're comfortable with it, bro, run it, man. I just like, and that's a big thing for me too, is like I love feeling comfortable with my equipment. Like when I'm booking a load, like I know my truck's gonna make it there. You know, there's not a doubt in my mind. I know that the trailer's gonna hold up. There's not a doubt in my mind. You know. And I'm not saying this about you, Grunt. Obviously, you're a mechanic. You know what you're doing for sure. But I think a lot of people think, oh, I can just jump in this with any truck and trailer, and it's like, no, man. Like think about it from your perspective, right? Like you want to make money, so it's not about booking the load, it's about dropping the load off. right? So if you're scared to take a load because you don't think your truck can make it, like you're just gonna miss out on a lot of money, you know. And then that broker's trusting you to deliver that load, you know. And if in the back of your mind when you're booking loads all the time, like, I don't know if my truck can make it. Like that's a really long drive. Like what happens if I break down? Like it's just not good for you or for the broker. So that's something to keep in mind, guys. That's crazy. Your insurance payment's $4,300 down. That's a lot of money, bro. Who'd you get the quote from, Grunt? Is that from Aaron or I mean I can't remember where you live, bro. I keep forgetting what state you're in. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the live stream. You guys have any questions about Hotshot? We got a lot of people in here who know what they're doing, so drop in there. We'll talk about life, talk about Hotshot, you know, help each other out. Current truck situation will be only until trailer, like 10, 15 loads. I just believe 110 is the way to go. Price is where I need to be right now. The truck is to get through the first 36 months. Yeah, man. Another tip to you, Grant, and this is something, like, obviously, I'm not hating on your plan at all. I like it. I think it could definitely work. But, you know, as somebody who just got into Hotshot, we expected to be able to gross enough, CVM got through the new entrance safety audit. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I gotta make sure all my crap's in order. I gotta start working on that. I got all my drug tests, though. That's basically the main thing that you can't really get back. Progressive, Texas, at 23 years old, brand new CDL and stuff. No, for sure, man. You called Aaron, right? Yeah, you definitely called Aaron, for sure. Oh, yeah, we talked. Okay, I'm remembering everything right now. You sent me. Okay, I'm remembering everything right now. Sorry, bro. Because, yeah, we talked on Instagram about it. They wanted $5,500 down from us. And we paid it. We paid it. Yeah, give him a call, man. Because Progressive, we were paying $2,800 a month with Progressive, and he found a company called Grinnell Mutual that would use us, and I mean, now we're paying $1,250 for 2 trucks. So, yeah, definitely call some brokers. I think that was definitely a misconception I had, and I mean, I thought it was the truth too. Was like, Progressive is the only company that's going to use you. Like, you can definitely probably find somebody else too as well. But one thing I was going to say, man, is like, when we first started out, we thought we were going to be, you know, clearing $4,000 or $5,000 a month, but there's a lot of little things you don't really think about when you're first starting out, or you have weeks where you can't run because certain things are happening, or a lot of different things change, and so like your first couple of months, you're probably not gonna be grossing the amount that you originally thought you were. There's definitely a learning curve in it for sure. So keep that in mind, guys. Like when you're starting out, don't expect if you're not driving the truck, like that's the biggest thing too. But if you drive the truck, obviously you can pay yourself as a driver, and that can pay your bills. But don't expect to pay your bills with the leftover. You know, like that money definitely needs to stay in your business. I kind of give you a pad, so like when you're growing your business, right? Because I mean, like we've realized too, when we want to bring on a new setup, right? That new setup is going to cost us probably $6,000 out of pocket. You know, I mean, obviously we're going to finance the truck probably. Finance the trailer. So I mean, even with financing the truck, financing the trailer, it's probably gonna cost us $6,000 more. or a little bit less to get everything ready to go. You know, maybe put a little bit down on the truck to get the loan. Then we're gonna, you know, have to buy new equipment for the new trailer, like stuff like that, right? So, I mean, you need to have that pad in there for sure, and be willing to use your credit card a little bit when you first start out. That's for sure. A good credit card will save your life. Hey, welcome guys to the live stream. It's your boy J Love. If you guys don't know, I actually got monetized a couple days ago, so we do have a couple things that are new to the chat. We got super sticker and super chat. So if you guys want to tip the chat or want to say thank you to me for trying to help you guys out, you can definitely do that. You don't have to, obviously, but it's down there by the emojis there. So if you guys want to tip a brother, you know, go for it. You can now. We can. I know a lot of people were asking about it back in the day. Yeah, man, stay on the road, bro. Find that freight. Grind it out. What is this? No, we're actually the co-owner right now. We're looking at maybe financing a 5500. We found not 5500. Sorry, my bad. An F550. We found an F550 up north. It's an XL, has 7,000 miles on it. It's basically exactly like the F350 we bought. Basically the same price too. 2019 XL, and they're asking $49,000 for it. No, maybe 2020 actually. I think it might be 2020. Let me make sure to see which it is. But they're asking $49,000 for it. So yeah, we're looking right now. We're doing the loan process and stuff to see if we can qualify. So get actual CDL set up on the road. Got Ray coming on too. So it's gonna be a cool, pretty lit next couple months. I'll tell you that, guys. Just my driver and bills. Yeah, that's the way to do it, Grunt. Yeah, definitely make sure that this is for everybody, you know? This is what we're talking about right now. Make sure that you, especially if you're hiring a driver, you don't have to live off the money from your business, you know? Because it's not going to be there really for a long time. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cruise control. Yeah, we need to see if we have cruise control. We don't have cruise control on our truck right now. We didn't have a trailer brake on the F350 when we bought it. We had to put one in. It's kind of funny. So how are you going to get a diesel dually Super Duty with no trailer brake? Has a gooseneck hitch, has everything, but no trailer brake. Has an exhaust brake, but no trailer brake. I'm going to try and send myself a super chat to try it out. I wonder if it's just going to go through. Oh, cool. Says it's been delivered. Where's it at? Haha, there it is, boys. I sent myself a super chat. That's dope. Were you guys all in the last live stream? And guys, don't be afraid to hop in the chat here. Any questions you have about Hotshot, anything you want to talk about life, like we're just hanging out right now, guys. We got 14 people in this live stream. A lot of people here, 15 people now. A lot of people here know about Hotshot, know what they're doing. We could definitely open up some great conversation with some good questions. So do not be afraid to ask a question, please. Whatever question it may be, we can go over anything. But did you guys come? Some of you guys watched the live stream that Hall Cash and Load Miser had? Anybody? Pretty good one. Junior Moreno asks, "What's good, man? What's your monthly revenue rough estimate?" That's actually a really good question, Junior. So, for example, where we've been is not where I've wanted to be, and I think it relies a lot on the drivers, or the driver that we had wanted to be home over the weekend, me, and just the area that we've been running. So I'm definitely starting to get a hang of it right now. Now my goal, and about where we've been, my goal and about where we've been for right now is $16,000 a month, and that's running hardcore like 21 days on, 7 days off. So if we can do $16,000 in a non-CDL setup in 1 month, like that's the bare minimum I want to be. That's my goal. That's where I want. That's where I want to be. You know, so that's what I'm trying to set right now. We've been close to that. I mean, obviously we've had bad months where we've only done 10 or 11, just from stuff happening and us not being able to run when we wanted to. Christmas, the holidays, stuff like that. So, but we're doing really good right now, and I'm super hyped. And that's what I'm saying, guys. It's a learning curve. It takes time. I mean, we grow. For example, a new lease on Jared in his first week, I think we did $4,450. Second week though, we only did $2,000, and then we had some complications, you know. And this week it was hard on him too. So like, there's a learning curve, obviously, and we're working through it, you know. And as long as we're on the same page all the time, I think we do really well. How many straps, chains, binders, minimum? Depends on your setup, man. I mean, obviously, if you're gonna haul more freight, you probably need more straps, more chains, more binders. If you're doing a non-CDL setup, we do minimum. I'll do four 4-inch straps, 8 2-inch straps, 6 chains, 6 binders. That's kind of our thing. Like 6 chains, 6 binders, and 12 straps. You usually have everything you need there. If you're trying to haul 16,000 pounds, I mean, get some more 4-inch straps. I'd probably do at least 6 4-inch straps, 8 2-inch straps. I'd get probably a heavier weight chain, you know. But you can do 6 chains, 6 binders, usually pretty good. Do you know anybody doing non-CDL hotshot trucking with gas engine truck? Tommy, I've seen it, man, but it's pretty rare. Not a lot of people do it. I mean, obviously, diesel engines just do way better under pressure. They get better fuel economy, usually, so people use diesels, man. I probably wouldn't use a gas engine just because, you know. Yeah, grind. I mean, that's what I'm realizing, bro. Like, there's a learning curve for everybody, you know. And, you know, I know what my job is, and I know why I sit behind this desk and why I get up early in the morning and why I'm here for 7-8 hours, is to make sure that we can make as much money as possible. And to make sure that my drivers are always taken care of. To make sure we're booking the loads that are there for us, you know. And sometimes there's not any loads. And that's just the truth of it. We get put in areas. I mean, I chase the money, man, you know. If I have a 2-day load go into a bad area, like, I'm going to spend those 2 days trying to get out of it, you know? But yeah, that's why I think a lot of people don't realize the importance of having somebody behind the desk with non-CDL hotshot, doing the business side of things, you know, because my job is to make sure that my drivers are always taken care of. When crap hits the fan, I'm the one that usually gets the first phone call, whether it's from a broker, whether it's from a customer, whether it's from a driver, whether it's from the FMCSA, whether it's from a DOT officer. Like, they call me, you know, and I'm the one who has to figure it out on the spot. And drivers are your first line of defense. You have to get really good drivers who can think on their own, who are smart, but like who are street smart and who have a lot of common sense and are just like not making dumb decisions because they're too scared to speak up, you know. So if you have those drivers and you have somebody behind the desk, you're ready to become successful. But no, we're doing good now, guys. Luis is super awesome, and I think if we pick up this F550, we get a pretty heavy duty trailer. We put Luis in the F550 and then hire another driver for our non-CDL setup we have right now. Jared's on, man. Jared's my boy. Jared, you're a savage. Are you driving and texting right now, Jared? Let me check my keep trucking. We tried this week, Jared. We tried, man. Monday's a new week, though. If we just keep grinding, Monday's a new week. That's right, you better be stopped. Are you hanging out there tonight, Jared? With the weather? Yeah, girl, I think a big thing, too, is to go out with your... Sorry, guys, refresh. Would you guys certainly have a dedicated customer and have a radius of 150 miles from customer? Very rare. Oh, you would only. Yeah, Jared, stay safe out there, brother. You're a beast. Yeah, Grunt, you need to set a standard. So when we were doing this is something I kind of learned with business was my co-owner. He's like a part owner in a door-to-door sales, like we do mosquito guard, called mosquito guard. We spray for mosquitoes in Alaska, and it's doing really, really well. And last year, he kind of gave me more of the role of recruiting guys, bringing them on. And I brought on a lot of my friends, but I started running into problems because I tell my friends, hey, come work for us. It's going to have a really good time, like we're going to grind, we're going to make good money. I'd be like, hey, I need you to spray, this is what I need you to do. They get up there and they probably wouldn't enjoy the job as much as I thought they would. And then they would be complaining, and at the end of the day, this is a business, what I'm saying? Like, you're hired onto the business. So one thing that I did with Luis when we hired him, I said, Luis, like you are an employee of Flash Flow Logistics LLC. This is your job description. Like, you don't just hire somebody and say, hey, you're driving this truck. Because that's not all they're doing. And I can read you guys kind of what I wrote up for him, and I had him sign it. And we set the expectation from the get-go, guys. And if you're going to hire drivers, I definitely invite you guys to do this. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to grab it real quick, actually. I'm going to grab it just real quick for you guys. It's over here. I just put it in with the research exactly. Sorry guys, okay. I'm trying to find this paper. So, this is called a new hire agreement, okay? This is what I went over when we hired the driver, okay? I made this up basically saying expectations of driver, expectations of employer, and basically going over driver pay. So when it said expectations of driver, right? It's easy to say, hey, you're driving the truck. But no, there's a lot more that goes into that, and you need to go over that right up and say, hey, if you sign this piece of paper, you're telling me that you're going to meet your expectations. I'm going to sign this piece of paper, and I'm going to tell you that I'm going to meet the expectations listed in this, okay? Like, at the end of the day for the driver, nothing else Like, nothing else is required of them. Like, this paper is the requirement, okay? Everything. Don't leave one thing out. But this is what I put on it. I might have left something out now, but we'll go over it. So, expectations of driver. Arrive to delivery and pick up in a timely manner. Make sure every load is correctly and safely secured. Take care of the equipment. Notify employer of any problems with equipment. Send pictures of your load to dispatcher as well as completed bill of ladings. Perform general maintenance on the equipment. Perform daily pre-trip inspections. Notify employer of all DOT inspections as well as delays. Understand how to use your logbooks as well as DOT rules and regulations. Be on the road for at least 3 weeks at a time. Okay, those are what I put out in the expectations of driver. Okay? Expectations of employer. Provide driver with all equipment needed to be successful in said duties. Have daily contact with driver and to be on standby to assist with any needs. Provide driver with adequate information about every and all loads. Put the safety of the driver first before anything else. So yeah, and then in driver pay, we said driver will receive 43 cents per mile. Driver will be paid by direct deposit weekly. Mileage begins at first pickup on Monday. It ends at Sunday's final location. So, like, I made this new hire agreement. And this is what I wish I would have been doing back in the day, like when we were hiring people in other businesses. It's like, okay, if you sign this paper, you want to become an employee of Flashlight Logistics LLC, and you want to be a driver, sign. You know, this is what you're going to be doing, you know? And it's just easier. And I like this a lot. Definitely this is what I would do. And, you know, I would sign this paper with them, and then I'd go out for a week with them, you know? See them out there on the road. You know, liaisons are obviously a little different. Liaisons, you can't really make them sign something. They're not an employee, right? But they are 1099. You can definitely set expectations with them and, like, kind of the expectations of a lease. But I'd put that more in the lease agreement. But this new hire agreement, I think, is a really important step that a lot of people don't think about. I don't know. What do you guys think? Hit the like button, too, guys, if you're watching it. Doesn't that piss you off when you see unused potential and they'll give you advice and they like give you the total opposite energy? Sucks sometimes. I mean, you just have to have. I think this is something I work on a lot too. Is I'm really good friends with Jared. I love Jared a lot. I'm really good friends with Luis. Luis is super awesome. Like, so I'm really good friends with the co-owner of the business. Like, we're all really good friends, right? And we have that energy. You know, I try to be as calm and cool-headed all the time. You know, because I understand that. At the end of the day, you know, who's going to be in the position to make the difference, right? Either myself or the driver. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I have to make the decision. And then also, they might have to make a decision, right? So there's no reason to get utterly pissed off at somebody or to, like, you know, criticize them. I mean, obviously there's a level of criticism that needs to happen. Like, it needs to realize, hey, man, you understand this isn't okay. You understand this can't be happening. You know, and it's like, yeah, I understand. I was like, well, you know, we're on the last straw right now, my guy. Okay, I can't. Like, and you make them realize the importance of having your business. You know, like with our driver, Ricardo Ramirez, mi compadre, ¿cómo andamos? But like with our driver, right? With anybody who wants to drive Flashlight Logistics, like, I want them to realize, you know, the cost of things. I want them to realize overhead. I want them to realize. You know, how much money's coming in. You know, like, I don't just send when I'm sending the driver, I don't just send them, you know, the address for pickup or drop off. I send them the whole rate confirmation, so they know how much we're getting paid on this load. You know, they know how much money's coming in. You know, they know. I want them to know, you know, how much money we're making, and they can realize they're part of it. You know, and I want them to feel like they're getting paid adequate for the part that they're taking. You know, and I feel like if we have that good relationship, you know, if we have that good relationship where they feel like they're being paid adequate for the work that they're being put in, and they understand how it all meshes together, and how at the end of the day we're all going to make money together, I feel like it makes life 100 times easier. Same with the liaisons, you know. If you're going to lease on somebody in your company, they're on the same page with you. They understand this is what I need to do, this is what they need to do, and if we do it together, we're all going to be successful. But if I'm slacking, or if the other business is slacking, like, we're not going to be making that money, you know? And I think that's the kind of thing a lot of people don't realize, guys, the business side of things, being able to work with people, because I realized that I need to keep a high energy on my part. You know, I need to call, when I call and talk to people, I need to be motivational. You know, I'm not on the road. You know, I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know how their day's going. They could have had the worst day possible, you know. But I know the impact I can leave on them, the impact, the motivation I can give them, because the want to do more, the want to be in a better place, and I think that's really important. You know, like that's who I am as a person. If you guys watch my videos, you know that I try to be transparent, I try to be motivational, I try to be inspirational, because at the end of the day, if I can provide that with somebody, especially people who work for the business that I co-own, I want them to have a good attitude. And a lot of times, you know, people are mad, stuff's going wrong, and it's like, if I just get mad too, then, you know, we're all just gonna be mad together for no reason. You know, it's like, well, we gotta figure it out, man. It's like, no big deal, bro. Don't worry about it. You know, and it's funny because Luis will kind of get mad at like some cost, you know, like having to put new tires on the trailer or whatever. He's like, man, I messed up, man. I'm like, and he didn't have to pay for it, right? We're paying for it as a company. But him having an attitude is just a good thing, you know, because he's not wanting to spend a lot of money on tires. He's not wanting to do all that. And it's like, hey, man, it's not your problem. It's not a big deal. Like, let's put some new tires on that trailer. The most important thing, like it's said in the new hire agreement, is driver safety. And I'd much rather have nice tires on that trailer knowing that the trailer's going to perform the way it needs to perform. Awesome, Ricardo. How's that going? How's the quote? Let me know how it was. Wow, that's great, Ricardo. 11,500, brother. That's a good quote, my dude. That's awesome. Yeah, you know, what's the word? I get stressed out a good amount of times, guys, especially when we're first starting out, because I think the problem with having knowledge is like knowing consequence before stuff happens, you know? And you know, we're in this a lot, you know. Like, we put a lot of money into it. My friend, he's put a ton of money into it, and I want this to be super successful. So I try my hardest to make it successful. But as I keep learning and like realizing, you know, that stuff happens, guys. Like my laptop's at 5%, so I need to put my charger. 1 second, guys. One second, guys. Thank you guys for being here. You're awesome. PX Dang. Yeah, working with the DMV is terrible sometimes. But the cool thing is with Alaska, there's this business. It's like a third-party business called the UMV. So it's like the DMV, but it's not. But they can do everything for you. So when I go register a vehicle, I do it through the UMV and not the DMV. And I'm usually in and out real quick. But they have a thing for people who live in the lower 48 but are Alaskan residents to be able to register. And so, I mean, what they do is you fill out all the paperwork. I have to like, scan and email everything. They say, yeah, it's good to go. They say it's good to go. And then I can send all my stuff up there. But once they get it, like, I have my registration next day. Like, they'll send me a copy of my registration. I can print it out and put it in the truck. And then obviously it takes about 3 or 4 days for the tags to get here. But it works out. Shit, my quote here in Louisiana is $46,000 annually for $750,000. Oh my gosh, bro. My tip, Zach. So you live in Louisiana. I'd hit up my guy Aaron. I made a video about him. They do really well, but you need to call all the brokers in your area, man. Any commercial broker you can get your hands on, call them and have them give you quotes. Because they're just gonna scour insurance for you. That's crazy, bro. I definitely get $1 million liability though, so you need to up that to $1 million. Most brokers are gonna require you to have $1 million business liability. But yeah, guys, just to let you know, I actually was able to get monetized a couple days ago. And I know some of you guys were asking about this earlier. Some more people in the live stream now. But I have this thing. If you look down on the chat there's like this thing that looks like a dollar sign. If you click it, you can do like a super sticker or a super chat. So if like, I know some people were asking me about it before. I never had it about super chat. But if you guys want to tip me anyways, like this money goes directly to me. So if you guys want to support me anyway, obviously you can do it right there. We're actually in the what's the word I'm talking about? We're in the market to get a lot of shirts made, and so be on the lookout for some Flash Flow Logistic merch coming. I'll probably be sending some out to people that support me. Obviously, I'll be selling them as well, you know. So it'll be awesome, guys. But we're getting a lot of merchandise being made right now. But there is an option, you know. Obviously, if you guys want to take it, I'd be much appreciated. You know, I love you guys so much. You're awesome. Best load board, bro. Obviously, truckstop.com. Trucky Stoppy. Is Load Miser here talking crap, bro? What's up, dude? How you doing, man? I saw you and Holland Cash just you starting your own podcast up. Okay. But yeah, we're making some shirts, guys. I'm just trying to make them pretty cost effective and people can get them. Load Miser's getting a shirt for free. Holland Cash is getting a shirt for free. It's all about marketing, you know. Load Miser, I'll definitely give you a shirt for free if you wear it in a couple of your videos. That's all I'm saying. I bought Holland Cash's shirt. That stuff cost me like $32. Crazy. You didn't miss much. Keep it moving. We're just hanging out, having a good old time. Why is this not playing? No, I don't want to write on that. Load Miser's like, I'll just throw me on the camera. I'm about it no matter what. Zach, so gross and net. So I kind of talked about it a little bit. Our goal right now, kind of my goal for my first month. And what I like to do, guys, and this is another tip I realized. I actually realized this on my mission. I was a missionary in Mexico because we set a lot of goals. But I like to set like a bottom dollar goal for the month. And that is just if everything could go wrong. I did get the super chat, my dude. That's if like everything could go wrong. Like I'm talking you're off the road for a week or crap's hitting the fan, you're not finding the loads you want to find. Like I set that bottom dollar goal. You know, bottom dollar goal. Obviously that's not my actual goal. That's just the bottom dollar. So usually that's going to be $10,000. Like no matter what, like it could be the worst month ever, we're going to make over $10,000. And that is going to be enough to pay the driver pretty well on his miles and to cover our costs for the month, right? Like obviously we're not going to profit that much as a business, but we are going to be able to put some money away, you know, do what we need to do. Now our goal right now, starting out with one non-CDL setup truck, is $16,000 per month. Like that is our goal, okay? That is what we're shooting for. We've been getting close sometimes, like we've been at 14.5, been at 15.5, we're slowly getting up. This month is going to be probably a good amount over $16,000. But I wanted to set the goal as we're starting up. Keep it moving, transport. You're savage. Thank you for the super chat, my guy. You're a beast. But I wanted to set that goal to be like this. What am I trying to say here? I got off. Hey, what's up, Low Miser? Yeah, give me a t-shirt now. Low Miser just bought his t-shirt. Bro, they're $30 though. No, I'm just playing with you. But I mean, we're looking to hit that $16,000 with one non-CDL setup. You know that I think that's a good goal to have. We're doing really well right now, and I think we're gonna blow that number out of the water this coming month. But that's what we're going with. And that's with my driver being on the road for 21 days and 7 days off. That's kind of the goal, my guy. So yeah, Zach, we're doing non-CDL right now. Like I said, we're moving into CDL. Load Miser, since you're here, brother, um, we're actually gonna go look at an F550 tomorrow. But the funny thing is, Load Miser, we called Enterprise that's in Las Vegas 4 months ago and basically asked them about the renter truck, right? And they told us they'd have one in February, and like we kind of just forgot about it because we never really thought about doing it. But they called us and said they're gonna have a truck ready on Monday if we want it. So we're like in the middle because we did the loan process for this F550, but we're thinking, maybe do the enterprise rental. What do you think, Load Miser? Since we're established, we're going to hire a driver, obviously, put him in there. Do you think it's going to be cost efficient enough to have an enterprise rental, as well as the fleet of trucks that the small fleet that we're growing? What do you mean here, people's percent? Grunt. You mean like percent of profit? Like. But thank you guys so much for the super chats. You guys are awesome. Load Miser, you're a beast. Oh. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to ask my guy. I think it's a 350. I probably would. I mean, I'd do it at 3,500 to kind of try it out. I feel like that'd be a good experience. But we're looking at an F550 to buy because we want to do kind of a heavier duty setup. But it is a 350, I'm pretty sure, F350 that they have ready to go. But I just don't know if it's going to be cost efficient enough for us, Because look at it, Load Miser. This is what we got. We got our company truck going right now. We got Jared on the road right now. We got our guy Ray who's getting started. He has an F550. He'll be going probably. Ray, what are we thinking? Probably a week now. Like, no, we're not too far out from Ray getting on the road. So that's 3 setups. And then we want to put another setup on the road. And that's where we're like, do we buy the F550? Because there's a chance that we're not even going to get approved for it. Like, there's a chance, since, we're trying to do kind of business credit on it, but also our credit. So there's a chance that we might not even get through on it since, we don't really have a great form of income since we're letting the money stay in the business right now. But we're thinking, if we don't get approved, we can just do the enterprise rent a truck. Who is this? Well, the F550 we're buying, Grunt, I think they're asking 49. I'll try to get for a better price than that, but it has 7,000 miles on it. Yeah, you're right, Load Miser. Zach, I mean, I've seen a lot of good stuff. The way that I kind of learned about it was watching YouTube videos. A lot of times I'd make sure I just go over all the little regulations, make sure I have the right paperwork in the truck. I don't know if you guys have ever done this before, but I've heard people do this. Like, before they even get started, they drive to a scale and they ask for an inspection. So they go through a scale and say, hey, can you give us an inspection? Or you can ask people to help you. You can ask these DOT officers to help you as well. I kind of go over little things with you. But I actually signed up for a website, I don't remember, but it talked all about FMCSA regulations, and I kind of went over that. They sell books online, they sell books at truck stops, so I'll go over regulations with you. So just doing your research, my guy. Yeah, courtesy inspection, that's right, little guys. I've never done it before, but you can ask for a courtesy inspection. Definitely go in there with your crap together, but they're there to help you. They want you to be in compliance as much as you want to be in compliance. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I would do if I was you. But like I said, if you watch my videos, man, like, if a DOT's officer is having a bad day and he's really looking to get you on something, chances are he's going to get you on something. You know, about my inspection and such, because I currently transport for India, just represent running under my own authority. Well, that's what I'm saying, Zach. Like, if you want to make sure you have everything set up with your own authority, like right before when you get started, you know, go get a courtesy inspection from a DOT officer. I wouldn't just go. I'm not talking about your yearly inspection, you know. So yeah, your yearly inspection is good for all states. That's what you're asking, K-Bob. I'm talking about just go talk to a DOT officer. Say, hey, I'm doing this CDL setup. I want to make sure I have everything good. This is my new authority. Like, what paperwork do I need to keep in my truck, you know, or what are this, that, and the other. You know, you can ask them questions directly. There are a lot of videos on YouTube that are made by DOT officers. You can watch those as well. I watch a lot of those videos. Load Miser has some videos up. Haul and Cash has some videos up. Like, there are a lot of videos out there, people talking about what you need. Oh, my back hurts. Junior, we do have dispatching services. Right now, I'm kind of trying to see where we're at, making sure that we're not overloading ourselves and that we're, you know, so giving each person that I've already promised a dispatch for the best service possible. So I'm not growing it exponentially right now, but we are taking people on slowly. I just don't know if I want to spend. I mean, how much is okay? You know what I realized, guys? If you don't want to get inspections done, just stay in your state. Like, just don't ever go through a scale. You know, miss all the scales all the time. And the highways? Yeah, I'd go to a weigh station on the highway, man. I would just drive through a weigh station, pull in, go inside, and be like, hey, my name's this. This is my business. This is what I'm trying to do. Like, can you help me? That's what I would do. And just hope that they don't wreck you. But they probably won't. I mean, they're usually pretty nice people. Everyone hates them, but they're usually pretty nice people. It's just every now and then they get kind of salty. Let's do some cost breakdowns on Enterprise Renter Program. Load Mines, are you still here, bro? Where are all my pins at? Guys, like the stream. Please. Helps other people see it. As you guys know, we stay official up here in Flash Logistics LLC. Okay, Load Miser. Let's do a breakdown for the fans here about the Enterprise Renter Program. So it's 23 cents a mile, right? And they want $2,000 down? Is that correct? $0.22 a mile. Yeah, Grunt, we're just talking about it a little bit. Load Miser does it. He likes it. It works for some people, but I haven't really been about it. But I might try it out just for a good time. Okay. So let's just say $1,500 down. We're doing 22 cents a mile. We're probably gonna run about 10,000 miles a month, right? So you're talking $2,200 a month. And they cover, what do they cover on the maintenance? So they're going to cover your tires, right, all the time? They cover your tires? But I mean, when do you need to change your tires? We haven't changed the tires on our truck. It's been 4 months. $350 per month for general insurance. But that's not even my business liability, right? They cover everything but tires? Okay. Tires are not covered. Ray, we're probably not going to do it. We're just doing a price breakdown because Load Miser does it and he likes it. But it'd be cool for people in the stream to kind of see a price breakdown because I've never actually broken down the price 100%. I've just kind of like learned about it a little bit. That was it. Well, like he said, Grunt, it's just like it's like an expensive warranty program, right? So if anything ever happens to the truck, you get another one. Load Miser, I wouldn't say I like it. Load Miser, let's say, how can we put this, Load Miser? Not that you like it, it has its pros and cons, but you're able to run your business while using this service. It provides a service for you. But it's just like it's like, hey, it's basically saying we pay $2,200 a month to never have to worry about your truck breaking down. Like if it does break down, you just get another one. But then you also got to pay insurance. So I mean, it's expensive. Oh yeah, for sure, Load Miser. Ray, are you texting and driving, Ray? Oh, my back hurts. I'm sorry, Grunt, but we only run Fords over here at Flash Love Logistics LLC. Now, most likely we're just going to slowly build. Obviously, we want to get a semi-truck. Guys, the thing I have with the Enterprise Renter Program, we talked a lot about this. We talked a lot about this when me and Load Miser had our podcast going. But, I mean, people are able to make money doing it because a lot of people do it. You know what I'm saying? So people are successful with it. So it does work for a lot of people. Right? And they are successful with it. Obviously, it's not for everybody. It's probably not for our business. But like Load Miser's saying right now, $2,200 is a lot. But so is $6,000. Like Yusuf had to pay $7,000 to fix his transmission and be down for 3 weeks. Like if you pay $2,200 a month, but you know for sure that anything that happens to that truck, like mechanically, is not your problem, and you can get a brand new truck the next day if that truck breaks down, like that's worth it, And they pay for all the roadside assistance, don't they? At Load Miser, I mean, I watched a lot of Tow Piglets videos when he would break down. They're the ones that pay for the tow truck to come get you, and I mean, yeah. Guys, everybody likes their trucks, man. It's funny. I go to some guys' YouTube channels, and they love the 3500s. I go to other people's YouTube channels, they're diehard Ford fans. I go to other people's YouTube channels, a couple people's YouTube channel, and they do Chevy. Just a couple though. But I mean, everyone's gonna have their favorite trucks. Yeah, I mean, no, Yusuf did. I mean, he did drive like 40,000 miles, pulling a lot of weight for. What's the word I'm talking about? He did drive like 40,000 miles, pulling a lot of weight with no tow haul mode. That probably was his fault, right? But like I'm saying, I mean, you think look at Holland Cash. Holland Cash's Ram blew up at 60,000 miles. You know, and it basically forced him out of the business for a while. 3 weeks of downtime would cost me about $10,000, $12,000 plus whatever the normal expenses are, plus the actual cost of the service, for sure. So there are pro sides to it, guys. Like, it does cost a lot of money, but there are pro sides to it. It's just a thought we had, you know? Try it out. Well, the program, this is something you guys, I don't think we really understand. Like, and that's another thing, K-Bob, is like, if they don't have a truck, you know, you're not getting a truck next day. But there's enterprise, there's a lot of different places, a lot of different, like, enterprises. Like, obviously there's one enterprise, right? Company. But there's a lot of different locations that do this same service, right? And I think a lot of people, we all focus on the one location that Tow Piglet does, because that's, like, the one we know about. But there's probably some locations that have had trucks the whole time. Maybe, like, we don't know, you know, or they're not as deep in the hole as other locations. There might be some locations who stopped doing it. There might be some locations who've always had trucks this whole time. Like, we don't know, guys, because we only deal with the locations that we use. You know, when I called Las Vegas, we called them in, when was it? When did we call them? We called them in like December. Called them in December, and they said probably have in February. You know, so people are falling behind because, you know, trucks haven't been manufactured. I was with my fleet of 2019 Ford F-350s, and I'm going to call it a day. A couple Ford F-550s. Look at that, guys. It's truck by truck, guys. Like I said, man, I've had people say, I have had my Ford F-350 for 15 years now, and I put 350,000 miles on it. And I haven't done anything but basic work on it, and it runs great. And I had people say, I had my Ford blow up at 40,000 miles. And I had other people say, I've had my Ram for 300,000 miles. I've had no problems. I've had other people say, my Ram blew up at 60,000 miles. So it's like base truck on truck, I think. I don't know, man. I know a lot of people who love Ford to death, been hauling with Ford for a long time, and haven't had really any big problems. And a lot of people have had problems, you know. So I think it just really... Everybody has their own sort of flavor, their own take on everything, you know, because we have our own experiences. But I really like the Fords. That's just me. They all break. That's true. They all break. Oh. Guys, tomorrow's Saturday. You know what that means, boys? We don't have to book any loads. Yeah, poor maintenance will cause any truck to fail. That's 100% true. I don't know, guys. It's crazy. But Tomorrow's Saturday. That's all I know. I gotta book any loads. I even got a date tomorrow, guys. You know what's poppin'? Your boy J Love. You know what's up, boys. Load miser. I killed Danny when his wife came on screen. And I'm like, Danny, is that your sister or your daughter? Got him, boys. Got him. How's your kids? How's your wife? Oh, that was a good time. That was a good time. But guys, if anybody in here, you know, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you guys have any questions about Hotshot, you know, anything at all, please put it in. We got Load Miser in here. We got some other guys that know a lot about Hotshot. I know a little bit. I might be able to help you out a little bit. But anything you guys want, any questions, you drop it down. We'll all talk about it. Chris Ward, my dude, how we doing, brother? Been a minute. Nice to see you here in chat, brother. Good to see you, my guy. Don't forget, super chats are on, guys. If you're new and you haven't been here for a while. Chris is here. No, I have, so we do 21 days off. We do 21 days off, and then, or 21 days on, and then we have 7 days off, right? So, usually, during that break, I always have my guy get it. And we have a pretty good place that, for oil change, for everything, because I was going to have him do the oil changes. But he has a place that he goes to, he gets a pretty good military discount. I think for air filter and oil change, it's $180. Which I was like, we can't beat that. I was like, I like that. There's no reason for you to even do it at that price. So I was going to pay him like $100 or like $50 to $100. You know, if we're going to take on the price to have him change it. I'm like, if they're going to do it for $180, I don't even know if we can beat that, you know? Well, Grunt, you know a lot about, you're a mechanic, my dude, and you know a lot, brother. You got this. In my office in my underwear. I ain't got no lady. Keep it moving. I ain't got no ladies. Okay, you're my new mechanic hookup right here. If I need any sort of parts, I'm hitting you up. I usually sit here in my underwear, but everyone keeps throwing shade at me. They're always like, J-Love, put pants on. Why don't you got no pants on? I'm like, dude, I'm usually either going to wrestling practice or I'm going to go train. Like, I don't wear pants that much. I'm going to the gym. You think this body comes free, boys? This takes a lot of working out plus a lot of calories from the fast food I eat every day to keep my body looking this way, okay? If I stopped eating like I do, I would lose weight. And I'd probably have like a six-pack or be more attractive. I don't want that, okay? I gotta keep up the fetching figure. Chris, share a picture, bro. Grunt, no, have him DM you, bro. Get the flip out of here. I think Calling Cash actually did unsubscribe from me because I just lost a subscriber. Sad face. Oh, my back hurts. Guys, we don't need to see a picture of Chris in his underwear. We're all okay. It's all good. You can't even, I don't think you can post pictures in the chat. You put money on your dad's books. What are you asking, Grant? You put money on your dad's books? Heck no, Load Miser. I'm staying the flip out of there. Dude, I've been running hardcore. Like, so. This is what's been going down with my guy, Luis. We ran him from San Antonio, Texas to Las Vegas, Nevada for like $2,200. Then we went to Fontana, California to Portland, Oregon for like $2,100. And then we picked up a load close to Portland, Oregon, going all the way down to Texas for $3,700. And then a day after we got back to Texas, we booked another load going back to Washington for $3,400. So that's what he's moving right now. But it's just been like funny because I've been trying to go to the Midwest so much, you know. I'm like, oh my gosh, finally in Texas. Let's get to the Midwest. Let's get to where the money is. But every time I'm on the load boards in Texas trying to get to the Midwest, it's pulling me back to California. It's pulling me back to Washington. And then I'm usually starting Jared out of Salt Lake, so a lot of stuff going to Washington, you know. So I don't know what the flip's happening. I'm trying to get to the Midwest here. Because first load I got for Jared, it was like right before we had our podcast, but I got on that load going to Kansas City, and I was like, yes, Kansas City. I was like, we can do something in Kansas City, you know? But the minute I got to Kansas City, I found a load for, what was it? $3,000 on like 1,600 miles going back to like Idaho, Washington area. It was like 1,800 miles. So, and it was like two, what was it? It was just like 3,000 pounds, 3 AC units. We haul a ton of AC units, guys, and they pay pretty good usually. But it was 3 AC units weighing like 3,000 pounds, going for 3,000. It goes 1,800 miles. So I don't know. Washington loves us. Washington calls our names. Guys, you know what temperature it was here in St. George, Utah today? I went outside for the first time today because I'm dispatching trucks, right? I don't usually go outside. 75 degrees, boys. Sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Getting some rays of sunshine, boys. -7, -2, 27. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Boys, I'm telling you, like, 75 degrees. I get in my car. My car's like hot, you know. It's like leather seating. Roll down the windows, crank the music up, mobbing through. Got a nice breeze coming in. And then put my sunglasses on. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Well, you can pay me be your home pro if you want, man. I can like FaceTime you daily so you can see the sun. It's like $10 an hour or something. Yeah, you got some bad weather over there, guys. Isn't it crazy how much weather changes? It's like I don't feel like I'm that far away from you guys, but it's just like a whole different world. But Jared's kind of stuck in. He's trying to get to Salt Lake. He's got a load to drop off in Salt Lake on Monday. But he's trying to get home to his wife. He's kind of stuck in leaving Oregon right now because it's snowing pretty hard. But it's pretty dry, though, I think, so it'll be fine. But he's going to call tonight. I was trying to get him out of Oregon because I was trying to get out of there because I knew that storm was coming, but I just couldn't find a load in time. He's not too far from home, though. Guys, if you're new to the chat, I know I've told it a couple times, but if you guys are just stopping by, I was able to get monetized a couple days ago, guys. Thank you guys so much for the support, but we do have Super Chat, Super Sticker. I know back in the day a lot of you guys would ask me about it, and I didn't have it, but now it's real. It's a little money sign that sits right there, so if you want a tip or do something, go right ahead. But yeah, it's there. It's live. It's real. You don't have to, though. Don't worry about it. Ugh. But then that one, I don't know if you guys watched the video about, and then it's funny because I don't know what it is, guys, but even Carlos, who we dispatched for, we got him to Washington. And I don't know if I just like Washington or if it just pays good, because it pays pretty good to get there. It might take you a day to get out, but But he even went to Washington, and we picked up that piping, right? It was aluminum piping. I thought it was gonna be like plastic piping, you know. But it's just aluminum piping, and it was gonna be $1 a mile load, just a partial, right? We were gonna pair it with something else. Turned out to be 35 feet instead of 20 feet, but we got the rate. We got the rate from 2,200 on 2,200 miles to 4,200 on 2,200 miles. But yeah, so it went from $2,200 on 2,200 miles to $4,200 on 2,200 miles. So it actually turned out to be pretty high. It was like $1.87 a mile for 2,000 miles, non-CDL Hotshot. You're gonna lose your mind when you see how much a normal channel actually makes. LOL, it's almost sad. Yeah, we'll see, man. The cool thing about us little misers is not many people in our niche, you know. Like I was watching Busted Knuckles' video on it, and when he made his video, we basically have the same amount of subscribers. I think he had 1,700 when he made his video about his monetization. But his first month being monetized, he made like $300, which is like, I mean, for just having the amount of subscribers, and we have about the same watch time and the same views. So, but I mean, I don't really want this. I don't want this money for anything but a Scat Pack Challenger. Okay, guys, come on. If we could do $1,000 a month just to pay for my boy's Scat Pack, like we'll call it a day. Okay, I could not care less. That's the only thing. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's the only thing I asked for. But you guys know now it's all time for the clickbait titles because views are important. Ugh. Oh. Okay, guys, I gotta take my belt off because it is causing me some pain. Oh! I'm dying here. 1 second. Hey, Jason Scales, I'll see you, brother. You're a savage. You're a savage. Take them off. OnlyFans of this. I'm gonna do an OnlyFans, but just for trucking. That belt, I bought a brand new belt today, guys, and it was just eating into me. I take it off. Obviously, I'm going to donate the tube money. Obviously. But look, this is my idea, guys. Buy the Scat Pack Challenger for the business. You know, I'm going to put like the logo. I'm going to put the logo of the business on the back window. But it's logistical. Okay, listen to this. It's for like super expedited shipment. Okay? Super expedited shipment. I'm talking like next day. You know, like flip next day air. I'm talking Scat Pack Challenger air. You know what I'm saying? It, like, come on, guys. Don't you think it's a quality idea? I'm thinking we're going to make some money off of it. You don't need DOT numbers. Don't need no IFTA, no IRP skis. You don't need nothing, bro. Nobody even knows. What do you think? I'll look it up, my guy. No, Load Miser. So I almost bought a Scat Pack in Alaska this last summer. I got approved for it and everything. I was like super close to buying it, but it wasn't exactly the one I wanted. I mean, I sold cars for a while. I've always really wanted one, and I've worked hard to try and get one. Have the ability to buy one. I didn't take the opportunity because I wanted to invest more in the business. Not like tie up all my capital. Which was a great idea. It's the right idea at the time. But obviously I still want one. I think they're super awesome, and I think it's a really cool car. They're not that expensive, really, but they have a lot of horsepower. They're pretty right there. I'm gonna get manual, dude. Oh, you're so dumb. I'm young, man. I'm young and free, wild and free. I don't have a wife, If I want to mom around, if I want to take my Scat Pack to church on Sundays, I'm gonna take it to church on Sundays, boys. Yeah, I was thinking about a used Hellcat because you can get a used Hellcat for the price of like a new Scat Pack. But it's just too much. I mean, for me, obviously I don't want to sound like a little B word right here, but it's a little too much, man. It's not really that practical. I think a Scat Pack's a lot more practical. It's enough horsepower to smoke a 5.0 Mustang when needed, so that's all I really need. Or a 2SS. But, like, really, guys, I want to get the Scat Pack, but my what I'm going to do with this, kind of make it I want to make it a part of the channel. I mean, this is a future, right? I'm not talking right now. Like, obviously, I'm going to do whatever the business needs right now. Like, I'm not stupid. I am kind of dumb, but that's besides the point. But I want to make it a part of the channel, I want it to be a part of the business. I want to put the logo on the back. I want it to be, there as well, and I'm going to put some money down. I'm going to get a good interest rate on it. I worked at the car lot that I'm going to buy it from. They're going to give it to me $500 over invoice. Like, I've gone through this, hundreds of times in my head. Run this guy's banded to Hotshot rig haul a contra, man. But I'm thinking just have it for mine, and people know it's like part of the business. This is the Flashmobile, man. I'm J Love the Flash. This is the Flashmobile. We're part of Flash Logistics. Come and swap Mustang. I don't know. Yeah, the 5.0 can probably take the Scat Pack. It's close, man. Depends on who's driving. If you do two manuals, if you do a manual 5.0 and a manual Scat Pack, I think it depends on who's driving. But Scat Packs are a lot heavier than the 5.0s. It won't be a Coyote, I promise. I try to love. 5.0, man, it's a nice car. I was looking at those a lot, but they're just not that big. Like, I want more of the boat feeling, and I'm a big guy. And my friend had a 5.0, and I was kind of like, yeah, it's pretty small. Back seat's pretty small. And I'm a Mopar guy. I like Mopar. Chris, we're looking at a 2019 F550 right now with like 7,000 miles on it. But it was really the co-owner's idea. He just got really hyped and started looking and found one, and we're like, okay, if we can get it, let's get it. Like, I don't really feel scared about putting another setup on the road. I think we could definitely get it going. Yeah, I like the Challengers a lot. But I'd special order it, man. I'd make it exactly what I want to the T, Well, I think we're not going to get a 2020. I think it's a 2019. So I think it was a rental truck. So we have when we bought our truck, because we bought our truck a 2019 F350. The diesel dually truck we use now that has 40,000 miles on it right now. We've never had any problems with it. and it was a rental truck. So it was like people would rent it out to like for certain reasons. It wasn't like an enterprise rental truck, right? Obviously, but it was like a commercial rental truck that a company had that they'd rent to customers. So I think that's probably the same thing. This is like a commercial rent a truck. But I definitely understand where you're coming from. When I sold cars, I tell people that all the time. They're like, "It has super low miles," and I'm like, "Well, why do you think? Why does it have super low miles?" I mean, hopefully the person just didn't drive it that much, but there might have been a problem when they first got the car and had to sit for a year, and whatever, you know. But I'm pretty positive that it probably got bought from auction. It was some sort of commercial truck. Because when we bought ours, obviously we pulled the Carfax and stuff on it. But the F350, it had like the mud flaps. I think it's the same mud flaps still on it. You know, it's like it was like the logo for the business that it was from, and it said like commercial renter truck or something. It was pretty. I was like, oh, that's where it came from. Scat packs, boys. That's what we're getting. Give me a scatty. Guys, if you see a video in the next 5 months, now I'm at a car lot picking up a scat pack. Look at that. Look at that peck moving, boys. Don't be throwing no shames. You're a child of God, your phone. You are a child of God, you're fine. Thank you, grunt. Child of God, I'll be fine. The CP4 goes out, the CP4 goes out. We should have went with the fetching Enterprise Renter Program. But no, man, that's the plans for Flash Love in the next coming time. Yeah, I want to start getting. I'm gonna start looking more into audit stuff. I'll probably make a couple of videos about the new entry audit as well, because I want to start looking into that a little more, making sure I got all my stuff taken care of. Obviously, I've learned a good amount about it, but I want to make sure of what's the word I'm looking for? That I know exactly what I need. Right? Check the generation of the pump. What is that? Is that a song? Oh, generation of the pump. Is that a song? I'm not sure if it's a rental, Chris, but I know the reason that our F350 that we bought, the reason it only had 5,000 miles on it when they got it was because it was a rent a truck. That's what Load Miser's out there killing it. And if something does happen wrong with that truck, Load Miser, guess what? You get a new one, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. Like I wouldn't feel bad about idling that truck all night. You know? Just like that's what you pay extra for. You pay extra to be able to idle that truck all night. I can't play any copyright music or YouTube's gonna smack me. Yeah. I don't even know why I have my keep trucking up anymore. Everyone stopped for the night. You know, I sold cars for a while, guys, and when I go into a car lot, already pissed off for some reason. Because everything they say, I know it's a lie, so I'm like, flip you, shut your mouth. I was like, okay, we'll take this truck, but for $46,000. I just want to get me a brand new, like 5500, but a manual. You know what I'm saying, boys? Imagine being down on the road hotshotting with a manual. That'd be cool. I'm probably gonna hop off here soon, guys. This shot was pretty cool. We kind of just talked about life more than Hotshot, so it's pretty awesome. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about Hotshot, anybody in here, drop them down in chat. We have this conversation before I go, but I'll probably hop off here about 5 minutes. How's the is a gas mileage better than a 10-speed? I mean, that's usually what people are saying nowadays. Well, the 2019 is a 6-speed too, so I mean, our truck that we have right now is a 6-speed. Haven't any problems with it. I love our truck. It's a workhorse. It's a savage. Every time I see it, I give it a hug because it's doing great work. The truck is just as much of an employee as my actual employees. I treat it with care. You know, if it's having a bad day, I talk to it, give it a hug. You know, clean it off, shine it up. Yeah, I mean our 2019. I mean, obviously we probably don't haul as much weight as you do, load miser, but we average about 10 miles per gallon depending on the load. Like if it catches wind, obviously we're not getting 10 miles a gallon. I don't know, guys. I don't know when we'd sell our truck. How many miles? I haven't really thought too much about it. The cool thing is we put $5,000 down, or the co-owner did because he bought it. He put $5,000 down when he bought it, so that kind of keeps our negative equity gap pretty close, so we can trade out of it fairly easily, I'd say. Sounds good, man. I'm probably going to hop off here, but thank you guys so much for being here. I really had a good time tonight. We kind of just talked about life, talked about some different stuff, but yeah, guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for supporting me so much. Load Miser, thank you for being a savage, bro. Filling us up with all the information that you always do. You're a beast, my guy. Love you guys so much. Have a good night. We'll have some videos coming here soon about some stuff. Getting some new videos out. Probably do about 3 videos a week. You know, since all I do is sit behind the desk. That's all I do. But you guys are awesome, eh? We'll talk soon, though. If you guys want to check me out on Patreon. You know, obviously the channel here. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And we're just going to bust more videos up about Hotshot. I'm pretty tired right now. Probably going to go eat some ice cream, okay? So yeah, I'll go get some ice cream. You guys have a good night. We'll see each other probably on Sunday. I'll probably go live on Sunday, so look out for me. We'll talk later, boys. See ya.